Welcome back to But I Won't Do That. It is a weekly...
Weekly?
Yes, weekly, John. Weekly podcast where we talk about song lyrics every single week. And you know what, John? It
is currently the number 4 podcast in the world for people with very nice ankles.
And we talk about a whole bunch of other stuff too, so why don't you stay tuned? That rustling of paper. That's John in the background trying to do stuff to trick me. Hey, John, I haven't seen you for 3 weeks, bro.
It's been 3 weeks, bro. We've both been unwell.
We had the legit flu, like the full-on, not just, we didn't have COVID.
I didn't have the COVID, although, to be honest, I didn't get tested.
Oh, I did. I tested
you?
mine. Yeah.
I may have had COVID. I doubt it, though.
You'd still be a bit crook. I went to the chemist and got a test that does both COVID and influenza A/B.
Oh.
And I had influenza A/B. I don't know which one, though.
You had a combo. You had the combo?
Combo move. That's where you hit up, down, left, right, L1, triangle, circle, L1, up.
You may, by having
that was a PlayStation
influenza AB, you may have opened a new level and have to fight a new boss.
Boss level.
A boss level. Have you opened up a boss level? Had you had to fight a new boss?
I have. Yeah, it was, I had to fight the runs. Oh, no, seriously, man. Like, I had full sinus infection.
Oh,
like,
that's no good.
You know, it was like right up in my... I'm doing
up in your brain.
I'm doing a visual thing. We talked about this at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not meant to... No visual jokes anymore.
Well, that wasn't a joke. That was me being... Like, I was at the doctor's showing where my hurty bits were. Anyway, right up in my sinuses, I had to take drugs. The drugs weren't as fun as you think they would be. And I resigned from my job at the same sort of week.
Is it because you had to fight the boss and you lost?
Oh, I love my direct boss, Blair. I really, really like, but the boss above him, I'd fight him.
Yeah.
I'd fight him.
You would, if you had to.
Well, not because I don't like him. It's just that he's really soft.
Oh, so what you're saying is you could take him.
No. I'm saying like he'd probably beat me in a fight.
Oh, okay.
But he's just really soft.
Oh.
So my fists wouldn't hurt if I hit him.
Oh, they just bounce right off. They'd bounce off and hit you.
It's kind of podgy. You know what I mean? Like a year 11 geography teacher.
Just to kick him in the knees, knock him over and roll him out the car park.
I wouldn't do anything mean to him. He's a nice man.
Yeah. And you're leaving anyway now. You've got another boss to fight. You've got another level.
Well, that's what I was worried about. Is though I resigned from my job and then I got this flu. And I'm like, I'm sick. I've just resigned. And like, for me, that would be, if I was the boss, I'd be like, yeah, right, mate.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, you got the flu, do you?
In your last few weeks of work in here.
Oh, that's pretty convenient.
Coincidental.
So, anyway, you were sick, I was sick. So we haven't hung out for 3 weeks.
It's been 3 whole weeks, man. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you so much.
Missed you so much, dude. It's not right talking shit about music without you. I'm not saying I talk shit about music with anyone else. Like I don't. Honest.
What do you mean? Why are you being so defensive?
I'm not being defensive. I'm just saying I haven't been speaking music with anyone else.
Hang on. Do you need to tell me something?
No.
Okay.
I definitely haven't been talking about music with anyone.
Okay, I think he has been. But anyway,
I hope he doesn't find me out.
I'm probably just going to find him out during the podcast. I'll ask him a question at some stage and he'll get tricked into answering it. You watch, because he's really fucking stupid.
I hope he doesn't ask me any questions because I'm just going to fold like a deck chair. All right, Grant, I've got 2 songs.
Have you been talking about music with anyone else?
Yeah, I've got... Oh, no! Oh! Man, I'm so sorry I lied to you.
Oh,
all right.
We are...
Grant Mullen.
We are funny to us. Oh, yes, Your Honour.
We have 2 songs.
Yes, Your Honour. It wasn't me.
I've got 2 songs.
Yeah.
One in me left hand.
Yeah.
One in me right hand.
Oh,
Which one do you want to go for?
Normally, I do this to you.
You normally do, but the tables are turned.
I noticed that.
The deck chair has fallen apart, been put together in another area.
Okay, I'm going to go with your right hand. That's what she said.
Would you believe?
What is it?
It's You're So Vain.
Oh, come on.
It really is.
So now can we tell people what's just happened? So we actually started recording the podcast before, right? This is how legit this is. So we started recording the podcast before. We got to this point, and I said to John, oh, John, we have to start over again because my microphone wasn't turned on. And it was all recorded through John's microphone.
Yeah, the audio wasn't good, was it?
Wasn't good at all. And I went the left-hand, right-hand thing and chose the other song, which you will hear next week, which I'll let you know about at the end of today's podcast.
Fantastic.
But, I picked up the wrong one. So we're doing You're So Vain.
You're So Vain.
Okay. So I don't even know who sang this song. It was by Carly Simon.
I was about to say Carly
Simon.
Yeah.
But also Chocolate Starfish did a really great number of this one as well. And the Chocolate Starfish one is probably my favourite.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I have heard that one. Yep.
Yeah. I just like his voice. And the guitarist out of the Chocolate Starfish was a guy that we used to go see play live in Frankston back in the day, back in the 90s. In the day, a guy called Jimmy Hocking.
Yeah, the 1890s. How old are you?
I'm 50, mate.
50? Yeah, it will be the 1990s.
Not bloody 150.
Back when it was black and white and stuff?
No, it was neon.
Neon?
Yeah.
Oh, of course it was. It was the 80s, 90s, wasn't it?
It was the Pink Pelican was the place we used to go see, which sounds a lot like a gay bar now.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, Jerry. George, I was me and Jerry and got my...
Oh, I heard on the radio, did you know the only football code in the entire world that has never had, supposedly, a gay player is Australian AFL. It's AFL.
No, there's a gay player in the AFL.
Yeah, but none of them, strangely, none of them are out of the closet. I just heard it on the radio today. It was
I
on
thought there
Triple J.
wasn't out... Oh, no, maybe that was rugby.
That might have been like amateur, but there's never, ever been a pro AFL footy player come out of the closet.
So
Isn't that interesting?
This is Australia's number 3 gay footballing podcast.
It is actually, and that's why I mentioned it. Because,
so if you are a gay footballer and you'd like to be on the show, we'd love to hear from you.
Give us a call if you know a little bit. I was going to say, if you know a bit about music like we do.
I thought you were going to say if you know a bit about football and being a puff.
I wasn't going to say that.
No, I'm glad you did. But, odd. That's really odd.
It is really odd. I think it's something to do with Australian culture. Anyway, let's move on.
I think, hang on, the phone lines are lighting up now. I think we actually have a gay footballer on the phone.
I'll do it. Would you like me to talk to him?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, hold on a minute. Hello?
Yes, hi.
Are you a gay footballer?
Yes, that's right.
Why are you calling?
Because I just listened to your podcast and you said that you might like to speak to a gay footballer.
Really?
Yes.
So when did you listen to the podcast, being as we're recording it now?
I'm just outside, John.
Oh, you're listening through the curtain?
Just outside. Someone's coming. I've got to go.
All right, no worries.
I'll see you in 5. Bye.
Yeah. Well, Grant, turns out there are gay footballers. I don't know if he was out of the closet or anything.
Sounds like it was just outside.
It was just outside the window.
The window. Yeah, not let alone the closet.
Is that a new thing? Do gay people not only have to come out of the closet, they've got to climb out of a window now?
I am not a gayitarian, mate.
These people have got it hard enough, and now they've got to climb out of windows too.
Hang on. You said these people have got it hard enough. See if he'd be out there. He'd be coming in the back door. On with the podcast.
Right. There was nothing wrong with that. We'll edit it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, like we do with all our...
Yeah, with all the mistakes we make.
So, speaking of funny things, I just listened to one of our older podcasts as well. The one that was just launched last Saturday. I'm Too Sexy.
Oh my goodness, that was a good one. That was a doozy.
It's now my favourite.
It is my favourite too. That was a very,
Remember
very
when we recorded it, we get to the end and we're like, it's only gone for 14 minutes.
And afterwards we kind of looked at each other and went, yeah, I don't know how that one's going to be received. That was just mad.
It was mad. I think we may have been 2 whiskeys in for that one, but that's not a bad precedent for us to set.
No, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Let's get on with this one.
Cheers, me dears.
All right. Do you want to start? Or do you want... Yeah, you start.
You're so vain. Anyway.
Hang on, what?
You're so vain.
Come on, mate. We're about to do a song. Why do you have to bloody give me criticism straight away?
Because...
I did my hair, my makeup's done.
Yeah, it is done. You know what?
I'm wearing a pretty frock.
But...
These chicken fillets aren't cheap.
You're so vain. Anyway, that's just the title. We're not even got into the song yet.
Well, I'm feeling criticised.
Anyway, you walked into the party Like you were walking onto a yacht.
What, you mean like staggering left and right?
Yeah, staggering, not sure what you're doing. Maybe you're worried about falling in water.
Wearing a life vest, perhaps.
Yeah, probably wearing a life vest, maybe being escorted by a
Have you been on a yacht?
I must have done. I've been on a ferry. Is that the same thing?
On a ferry?
A ferry.
There's a bit of a theme for tonight's podcast.
It is, isn't it?
Are you trying to say something?
Not at all.
Does
but I have been on a ferry.
Does Kylie know?
Oh, yeah, she knows all about it. She knows
okay.
I love a ferry. Tinkerbell.
Oh.
I've been on Tinkerbell, and the thing is,
yeah.
I'm huge and she's tiny, which just goes to show how strong she is that I can
it's magic.
Catch a ride.
Yeah.
Go to work.
Yeah, go to
on a ferry.
Neverland. Yeah.
Go to work on the ferry.
I've been on a yacht.
You've been on a yacht?
Thanks for asking.
I don't care.
I've been on a super maxi yacht. A Sydney to Hobart
racing yacht. They're very fast, they are.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't in the Sydney to Hobart, but I've been on a super maxi yacht called Helsel 3.
When you say super maxi, is that like the size of a tampon?
No, super maxis aren't tampons. They're pads.
I thought maybe. They're
pads.
I
you just sounded so out of touch.
I thought maybe they were the sponsor.
No, they had a sphagnum
which is
core.
weird because they absorb, and you really do not want
near water.
Boat do that.
No, this was super maxi. Like it's the biggest.
Yeah, biggest racing yacht.
Yeah, and I went on. I don't know if Helsel 3 won the Sydney to Hobart, but it was certainly a popular yacht. Anyway, it doesn't sail anymore, but I've been on the Thursday night twilight sails where you have a bit of a vino and a bit of a sail around Hobart.
Lovely. Bit
Quite
of a vino.
nice. Yeah, a bit of a vino.
I imagine it would have been.
Bit of a Pinot on a yacht.
Pinot on a yacht? Yeah, no, I'm not much of a yacht boy.
We should go out on the But I Won't Do That yacht next weekend.
You know, like I just say, I've not been on a yacht. I haven't been on that yacht yet.
We own 17 yachts as part of the business.
Yeah, I'm not a seafarer. And so I'm more towards the, but I won't do that aeroplanes. I like the jet. You know our Learjet that we got for $17 million?
Which one?
Well, which one? The best one.
Oh,
the black one.
The one with the windows.
The black one, not the white and gold ones.
Oh, yeah. I was actually picturing
those are old. Those are old. But I like the new one, and I like to get the pilot out of the way and fly it around myself.
Is that what happened?
What?
Well, I've lent that out anyway this weekend to Joe Biden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he needs it, doesn't he?
He does.
Bless him.
He does.
Yeah, Trump might need it to get out of the country, although he's got his own plane. But it says Trump on it, so people will know he's leaving.
Yeah, it should say Target.
Your hat strategically dipped below one eye.
That's why I was staggering.
You couldn't see where you were going.
Hard to see, and it was below my good eye.
Yeah, and you're getting onto a yacht, you're covering up your vision. What are you doing? Is that how you get on all our yachts?
It's not safe, and a lot of people told me it wasn't safe, but I did it anyway because fashion.
Well, and talking of fashion, your scarf, it was apricot.
Of course it was apricot. It was actually made of apricots.
And you know what? Apricots, the apricot colour, really make your eyes pop.
Thank you.
They really do.
I thought it was the sinus infection that was making my eyes pop.
Oh, no. No, it was definitely the apricot scarf.
Oh.
The scarf made of apricot. Was it? Because they're kind of fuzzy. Apricot's one of the fuzzy ones?
Yeah, let's say yes. Let's say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. Not everyone can wear fruit like I can.
No, they can't.
No.
You're quite talented.
Yeah, your underpants are strawberry.
Whose underpants?
Yours.
Mine?
Yeah. You can see them from here. They're made of actual literal strawberries.
Well, that's because I'm sitting here in only my strawberry underpants.
I know.
That's how we do things.
It's fairly, I wanted to say saucy, but I didn't want to use any more puns.
No, that's fine.
Seems like you got yourself in a bit of a jam. Oh, stop it.
You know why your apricot scarf is furry? Because you've had it for 4 months and it's blue fur. Anyway.
Reminds me of those jokes that we used to tell as a kid in Australia in primary school. What's blue and orange and sits at the bottom of a pool?
Don't know.
A baby with burst floaties.
Naughty,
baby jokes.
Naughty.
Baby jokes. What's red sits in front of the mirror and gets smaller and smaller?
I don't know.
A baby combing its hair with a potato peeler.
I actually like that one.
All right, carry on with the song.
You had one eye in the mirror.
Yeah.
As you watched yourself.
It's supposed to say go by, I think.
As you watch yourself go by, it actually says gavotte, which I believe is French for masturbate.
Is it? Hang on. Let's look that word up.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've got to look the word gavotte up. Gavotte. Gavotte, meaning it's a word. It means
It is
a medium-paced French dance, popular in the 18th century. It's gavotte. That's in this version of the song by Carly Simon, but in the original version in the other version,
I'm sure Carly Simon sings "Go
as
By."
you watch yourself go va. It could be go va.
It could be.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a misheard lyric.
It could. Oh, we have a Mondegreens episode coming up with a very famous comedian too.
It is coming up. Watch it.
So let's say it's gavotte because that's interesting.
Because that's fun.
Yeah, you had one eye in the mirror as you watch yourself do an 18th century French dance.
I often watch myself in the mirror when I do an 18th century French dance.
It's hard to say that 3 times fast.
No, I'm not even going to. I can't even talk properly now. Never mind trying something 3 times. I'm 1 whiskey in and I can't do it.
You had one eye in the mirror as you watch yourself do an 18th century French dance on a yacht, wearing a hat dipped below one eye with an apricot scarf on.
And you know what? You're doing so well. You're looking really good doing it.
Thank you.
And you know what?
What?
And all the girls dreamed that they'd be your partner.
What?
They'd be your partner.
Yeah.
And you're so vain.
Well, what do you got to... Of course I am. I mean, you just described me.
You might as well be vain. You've got all these girls who want to be a partner. It's obviously working for you.
Yeah. Do you know how to gavotte?
To be honest, no. I can only foxtrot.
Don't knock it till you bloody tried it, mate, because obviously it attracts the ladies.
Do you gavotte most weekends? Or only when you go on a yacht?
Do you know you need a piece of music accompanying in the rhythm of a gavotte, composed in the common time being 1/3 beat of the bar? I'm fascinated by this. It's a provincial French word. Oh, what does gavotte? I've got to go back to this. It also means moving in a pretentious manner.
Well, that super fits.
Yeah.
In fact, I could use that word for my everyday life.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna gavo. What are you doing gavoing over here? I saw that cheeky little gavo.
I think I want to challenge all of our beauty listeners to use that in as many sentences as they can.
Use it at work to confound the boss.
Yeah, but be super confident with it now that you know.
And then you go, what? Gavo?
Yeah.
It means to walk in a flamboyant
manner.
Yeah,
don't you even know? Don't you know? Don't you listen to Carl?
Improve your vocabulary. Oh, crack a book sometime, why not?
I want to give a special shout out to James Bretnell as well. He's a friend of mine. I said to him today on the phone, I said, "Oh, have you been listening to our podcast?" And he goes, "Oh, have you been listening to my podcast?" Because you ask me that every time you listen to me. So you speak to me. So James, I would like you to gavo. I think you and Kurtu could gavo and send us a video of you gavoing to our Facebook page because we would love to see you gavo.
I'd love to see some gavo.
Yeah. Actually, could you do that?
Gavo or is it gavo? Gavo, gavo, who cares?
Gavo.
It's French.
Gavo.
It doesn't matter.
We're staying on this word for too long, but I want to see our listeners, if they could just do a quick video and upload it to our Facebook page of them gavoing. Just moving in a pretentious manner or doing an 18th century French dance. Dale Ellis, I'm looking at you. I want you to do that.
You know what? I can see Dale doing that.
He
would be good at that.
He's had a tough day today, Dale.
Has he? He's built like Henry VIII. He'd be really good at it. No, he's got that sort of like big sort of royal fella air about him. Don't you know?
I'm going to keep moving.
You probably think this song is about you.
Yeah.
You're so vain.
But what?
You're so vain.
You're so vain.
I bet you think this song is about
you. Don't you?
Do you think this song is about you?
You mean it isn't?
No, it's not. I believe it was written probably 40-ish years ago. I imagine. I mean, it might have been written about you.
This song is actually written about someone.
Yes, it is.
Do you know who it's written about?
I'm going to kick myself when you say it. Can't remember. It's an actor, and I want to try and think of him before you come up with him on the computer.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. He played Dick Tracy in a movie.
Yeah, I can see his face in my head. I just can't think of his...
He's named after the place where where rabbits live.
There are people, Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty.
But I guarantee there are people
Screaming
at
the
podcast.
It's Warren Beatty, you dickheads!
You idiots! One of you's looking it up, the other one doesn't know a thing and is stalling for time, you pair of idiots.
We all know!
Why are you running a podcast about music?
Why do we listen to this shit?
Absolutely. Do anything else, you two. Anything else.
Please stop.
Please stop pulling apart songs, you idiots.
Oh. What are yelling? I'm just looking at the... I've got the sound information in front of me as it's scrolling past and we're peaking the microphone. So if you're listening to this on headphones, I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, sorry about your eardrums and everything. But you know what? If you're getting a little... You're probably going to lose your hearing a bit anyway.
Yeah.
You probably lost a lot of your hearing from that ACD concert 20 years ago anyway. Because they have big speakers.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, next verse.
You had me several years ago when I was quite naive.
I actually met you several years ago when you were quite naive.
And you know what? Whew, I was quite naive.
We both were.
We both were.
We were life coaches.
We were. Well, you were life coaching. I was more marketing coaching. Yeah, just a different brand of coaching.
Do you remember we were going to film a TV pilot?
We still talk about that.
Yeah. No. Like, remember I was going to film a TV pilot about like local businesses, and you were filming me in the street, and we did the whole thing, and then I was going to meet up with the girl the next day. Did I ever remember what happened with that?
I don't remember.
She died.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did you run over her?
No, she legit died. She died of a stroke. That, like, the night before I was supposed to go meet her.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then years later, just in a separate business that I had, I met her sister. Just randomly met her sister and told her the story. And she's like, yeah, I knew all about it. My sister was gonna go film that TV pilot with you and everything, and I never knew who you were at the time. Yeah.
I'm never going to film a TV pilot with you, just in case I die of a stroke.
Andrea Moody.
I remember Andrea. I've met her. I remember Andrea Moody. I've been in a couple of things with her.
Yeah, well,
many years ago.
You won't be anymore.
I won't be anymore. I do remember her.
Beautiful
she was
girl.
lovely.
Very beautiful.
She was absolutely lovely.
Yeah, nice person. Anyway, that's bringing the tone of the podcast down, isn't it?
Oh, talking about death. What a terrible thing. Let's move on.
You met me several years ago when I was still quite naive.
Yes. Well, you said that we made such a pretty pair.
We did.
And that you would never leave.
And I haven't. We're still here doing the podcast.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went on about it.
So I don't tell porky pies to you.
You gave away the things you loved.
Yeah, whiskey to you.
Actually, you did, didn't you? And
yeah.
Is this your homemade whiskey?
Shh. Can't say about the homemade whiskey.
Why not?
Not sure it's 100% legal. No, I bought this.
You bought it legitimately and paid taxes to the government.
Wink.
Winky wink. That wink was so loud, it went... Hold on, I'm going to wink really loud. There we go. Ooh, that was quite the wink. Actually, it hurt my eye a bit.
I didn't even know you were... What are you wearing on your eyes to make that sound?
A
cricket
table tennis bat.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, table tennis. Yeah, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty.
But you gave away the things you love. And one of them was me.
Yes.
You gave me away. Did you get... Like, you just gave me away?
Yep.
Didn't you? Not even for like a pineapple, like $50? $100. Surely I'm worth $1,020 at least.
Look, so here's the thing, right? I put you on Gumtree to start with.
Yeah.
And then I put you on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And I had like 6 people ask to swap for a dirt bike. And
you know what? Actually, that's not... What kind of dirt? Yeah, okay, that's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal.
Like
I can understand that.
It was a brap. It was a brap.
How dare you? I hope you said no.
I said no. I just gave you away.
You just get... Oh, I don't know how to feel about that.
You can feel how you like. You're wearing mittens.
I am wearing mittens.
Why did you do the thing with your hands?
I don't even know why you said mittens. But yeah, I looked at my hands like I was wearing a mitten. Like, why am I... And I actually looked at my hand like... Why am I wearing mittens?
Am I a hypnotist or you're wearing mittens? 3, 2, 1, you're under.
Oh, I can't use my fingers. I can't pick anything up.
And you're no longer wearing mittens.
Yeah. Oh, suddenly my fingers work again.
And you're wearing mittens.
Oh, my goodness. And I'm actually physically dropping the paper as you do it.
I know, the acting of this podcast is far better than the content.
It is, isn't it? We need to get this stuff on video. This is crazy.
Yeah, hey, if you'd like to see it, but I won't do that YouTube channel. just let us know.
Even better if you'd like to see us live, because I have a couple of little plans.
Well, we already have one in place as well, where one of our local comedian groups has invited us to come do a live podcast at a comedy night in Hobart at the Brew Room, I think it is, in Lutana. So if you're in Hobart and you want to come see us live, just drop us a message in the chat on the Facebook group, and
Grant and I will be inviting all our friends and family and disowning those that don't come along.
Yeah, I think.
And if you don't come along, we disown you as well.
I think it's $10 or something to come along and listen to what you normally get for free.
$10, cheap at half the price.
But you'll be on the podcast, and that's the good news.
Oh, you'll be giggling away in the background.
Yeah.
There might even be audience questions.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
And it's not just going to be the pod. There's going to be a couple little
other things.
Bits. There'll be a couple of other little things.
Yeah. Are you going to flash your bum again?
Well, yeah. But
yeah.
I was thinking of putting up to 15, though, if I'm going to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
15.
Even though in this song I did give you away.
Were you going to flash your tits?
Yeah, I'm flashing them now, aren't I?
Yeah, but I mean, are you going to do it for the podcast listeners when they're watching?
I always do.
Great.
Yeah.
Look, you know what? It's going to be a good night then, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be good night. It's going to be a good night. You're so vain.
They may be small, but they're hairy.
There's nothing wrong with small. Nothing wrong with that. I'd rather two small ones than one big one. Like
wow.
Coffees.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Wow. I'm a visual thinker, man. It's like Cyclops, but boob version.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you prefer two smaller ones than one big one?
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. You're so vain.
I can't concentrate now.
You probably think this song is about you.
You look my nipple.
You're so vain. Talking about your nipples. Oh, sorry, that's not part of the song.
And you missed a bit. I had some dreams. They were clouds in my coffee.
Oh, I did. I'm so sorry. Let's jump back. Let's rewind. I had some dreams.
Nipple.
There were clouds in my coffee. Clouds in my coffee. And...
Hang on. So, I had some dreams. There were clouds in my coffee.
Yeah.
Isn't that just a cappuccino?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're just dreaming about coffee.
Yeah, dreaming about coffee. No wonder I gave you away.
Yeah.
So anyway, you were saying about me being vain.
My dreams aren't very ambitious if I'm just dreaming of a cappuccino.
Oh, dreams are weird, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what sentence you never want to hear? Do you want to hear about my dreams?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Do you ever have people telling you about their dreams? I'm a bit of a dream teller or about her. I like to tell people about
if it's funny and it's about the person... if it's funny and there's a point, I'll tell the story. But if it's just I had a dream that there were clouds. I've dreamt of cappuccinos. That's not interesting.
Yeah.
Cappuccinos. Oh, it was a wonder. There were cappuccinos and they. You see, it's getting boring already.
I know. I'm just looking down at the lyrics, wondering what's next.
You're so vain. We're going through this again.
Is this song about me?
Well, you probably think this song is about you. You're so vain.
Is this song about me?
Well, I bet you think this song is about you.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Don't you?
I just said I did.
Don't you? I had some dreams. They were clouds in my coffee.
Yeah.
Clouds in my coffee. And
I think we get it.
I'm repeating myself.
I think we get it. I think we get that bit.
The moral of the story is do not talk about your dreams.
Yeah, that's
at all. Because nobody cares about your dreams.
No. Nobody.
Nobody cares. So just remember, everyone at home, nobody cares about your dreams.
Yeah, except Tony Robbins.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully your own partner or a close friend cares about your dreams.
We should get Tony Robbins on the podcast one week.
Absolutely. You know, he does a bit of behind-the-scenes consultant work.
Yeah.
For Beauty Corp. You know, and it's not because he's so smart and trains people. It's because he's got big old hands.
So we talk a lot about what level people are on at Beauty Corp and all that sort of stuff. But Tony Robbins doesn't have a level. He's out the backyard of Beauty Corp in his own wooden shed.
And you know what? He's having a great time with his big old hands.
He does suffer from mild gigantism, so I hope he doesn't hear this. He will go to HR at Beauty Corp. And you know he's got a bit of a story behind him. That time, you remember when he told us all about, I was once a 12-year-old girl who lived as a homeless janitor under a bridge until I found my first dollar coin. Then I turned that dollar coin into $1 million. Remember that?
In 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
That was such a beautiful and heart-wrenching, believable story.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony Robbins.
Thank you, Tony Robbins.
Oh,
carry on, John.
That's so beautiful. You're so vain. You probably think this song. Oh,
I went to Saratoga. I went to Saratoga.
Did you I hear you went to Saratoga.
I did. And
your horse naturally won.
Yeah, but you don't know what it won.
What did it win?
A scratch card.
A scratch card?
Which is bloody hard for a horse.
And I didn't even know you were into horses.
Hey, don't tell too
Not
many
into.
people
I
that.
mean, I didn't know you raced horses.
Yeah. I race horses.
It won naturally. Like when it says naturally won, it means that your horse didn't have to take steroids or anything.
I'm also into drag racing.
Then you flew your Learjet up to Nova Scotia.
You don't want to ask me about drag racing. I just told you I'm into drag racing. You don't want to ask me one thing about drag racing.
I've seen you put on a dress and heels and ride a bicycle up the street.
Thank you.
It's what you always do. With your lipstick and your wig falls off. And to be honest with you, you're so vain. Anyway, then you flew your Learjet, which we've got.
Which we've got.
I mean,
yeah, but I never told you where I was flying my Learjet.
Where were you flying your Learjet?
Why don't you have a guess? I bet you can't guess. Out of all the places in the world.
All the places in the world.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know.
pick one at random.
Ibiza, Thailand, Nova Scotia?
Shit, you're good.
I
did. I flew my Learjet up to Nova Scotia.
You know how I know that? I've seen the logs. I've seen the flight logs.
I thought you meant the logs at Nova Scotia.
No, I've seen the flight logs of you taking the Learjet up to Disneyland at least 3 times a week.
I went to the Disney World, if you want to be accurate, and when I went to Nova Scotia, I landed at the airport at Passamaquoddy.
At what?
Passamaquoddy.
Is that a euphemism for diarrhea?
No. It's Passamaquoddy in Nova Scotia.
You passed a quaddy?
I went there, in Nova Scotia,
Oh,
to Passamaquoddy,
I thought you shit yourself in another country. All right, no, fair enough.
Well, I did, but that's beside the point.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
To see...
What? Yeah, I went there for a reason.
Was it to see the total eclipse of the sun?
Yes, and then I wrote another song when I was up there called The Total Eclipse of the Heart. With Bonnie Tyler.
With Bonnie Tyler, which is a beautiful song.
We both know a thing about a song. That was totally random, and we knew the singer.
We both knew exactly what we were... Can you believe that?
I know.
You know, we should have been recording... Oh, we are recording this.
Well, let's turn that into a podcast.
Hey. To see the total eclipse of the sun.
Yeah, but there's reasons behind all of this stuff, mate. There's a lot of stuff I can't tell you. And I hope you don't find out in the next couple of lines what it is. All right? But there's a lot of reasons, a lot of things going on. And there's just a lot of secrets. And I'm sorry to be so secretive, but I've got to be, because there's some stuff going on that you might find out about if you continue to read.
I might find out about it if I continue to... Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to continue to read on.
Oh, I hope you don't find out.
Well, you're where you should be all the time. Yeah. I agree. And when you're not, you're with some underworld spy? Have you been selling secrets to Hugh Jackman about how Pigeon Factory?
Not Hugh Jackman.
Oh, okay.
Do you know can I tell you a fun story about Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, please.
Do you know, so Gaynor and I in the 90s went to see Beauty and the Beast in Melbourne at, I don't know, one of the theatres, Princess Theatre or some theatre.
Some bloody theatre.
Anyway, Gaynor was a beauty therapist working in Melbourne then, and the female star of the show, whose name I can't remember at the moment, but she's famous. She's from Home and Away or Neighbours or something like that. Anyway, she was a female lead, and Gaynor did her beauty thing during the day. So we went to see the show that night, and the lead role of Gaston, Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
Hugh Jackman. And I looked down at Hugh doing his thing, and he was really skinny back then.
Yep.
And I said to Gaynor, he's really talented. I think he's going to go places. And because I said that, he has. So you're welcome,
it's the power of Beauty Court.
Yep.
It is the power. And then after you did that for him,
yep,
you launched his career.
Yep.
He stabbed us in the back with his
claws.
With his bloody robot pigeons.
With his robot pins?
Robot pigeons.
Oh,
remember in the last one of the last podcasts?
Yeah, but technically Deborah Lee Furness has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, well, she's my enemy too.
Yeah.
I hate them both.
Oh,
both of them.
You got a love-hate relationship with them, though.
No.
In that you
Hugh Jackman? No, don't get me wrong. I like Hugh Jackman. I like his movies. But he stabbed us in the back with that robot pigeon factory. He's now expanded. Like, we have 40% of the worldwide market.
Yeah.
He's up to 35.
He won't get any further.
You don't think?
No, I got Matt Damon working on some stuff.
Have you?
Yep.
Brilliant. Oh, I'm glad you got Matt involved. He knows his pigeons, doesn't he?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. He loves a pigeon, does Matt Damon. I look forward to in the future hearing how Matt Damon's going.
It's his sole source of protein.
Pigeons. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. That's why he looks so buff. Because pigeons look buff because they got big chest and they strut around at random like he does.
That was Matt Damon.
That was Matt Damon.
That was his ringtone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Matt Damon. He's such a good cuddler.
Well, look, I'm glad you two are happy. That's absolutely
okay. So
beautiful.
when I'm not with some underworld spy, I am just with some other people.
Or the wife of a close friend.
What?
Wife of a close friend.
What? Hang on. I'm your close friend.
Or the wife of a close friend.
But I am often with the wife of your close friend.
The wife of a close friend?
Well, the wife of a close friend to you is my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of it, really. That's
weird.
why I'm so vain.
You are so vain. You probably think this song is about you.
It bloody well is.
You're so vain.
Carly Simon, thank you for writing this song about me, even though...
Because, you know, what people don't know is that you and her
after.
spent a lot of time together at Rent a Jet. When I say a long time, probably a couple of weekends.
Carly was my number 8 paying client at the time.
Yeah.
And by saying, and look, saying paying, that's a bit of a stretch because Carly, if you are listening, you still owe us some back debts at Rent a Gent.
Yeah.
So, Carly, we would like you to make good on that. If you could please send us your credit card details. In fact, if you're...
How much does Carly Simon owe Beauty Corp?
$18.
What?
Yep. Bitch.
That is bullshit.
Bitch.
Right, we're going to get the lawyer... Oh, no, hold on, they're in Aspen. Aspen 2.
Yeah.
We'll be there till December the 23rd.
Yeah.
As I heard on the podcast today.
See, it's good that we listen to our own stuff.
Yeah, it's good that we know these things so we can keep track of Beauty Corp.
Remember, there's a lot to track. I mean, we're running several businesses all at once.
$18, that's the difference between success and failure.
Thank you, Tony.
Success.
You've been hanging out in the back shed with Tony Robbins, haven't
Mate, I've been looking at his big hands. I've been looking at his big hands saying, how many pineapples can that man hold?
We are currently hiring at Beauty Corp, so if you would like to send us a resume...
Oh, we really need a couple of jet pilots. Just saying.
So if you would like to be a jet pilot at Beauty Corp...
I'm looking at you, Dale Ellis. I hear you're a jet pilot.
Please send us through your resume to our Facebook page. We are accepting anybody, experienced or not. We can train you to be a jet pilot. And if you'd like to be a jet pilot, all we need is a 1-page resume with the reason that you want to be a jet pilot at Beauty Corp with a photo of you in your best pilot's pose.
And if you happen to accidentally staple a $20 note to it,
I
mean, it's not a bad thing, right?
Hang on.
Might help.
How are they going to staple a $20 note to something they're sending through Facebook?
By just stapling it and like in the mail, Facebook, just send it.
John, can I just see you outside for a sec, please?
What? No, you just send it.
Если я чешу затылки, не беда. В голове моей опилки, да. Но хотят там и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки, а также шумелки, пыхтелки и сопелки сочиняю я неплохо иногда. Да. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух, оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он худеть не станет, а ведь он худеть не станет, если, конечно, вовремя подкрепиться. Да. Трам-пара-па-пам-пара-па-пам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пум-пурум-пу-трам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пурум-пум. Пум-пу-пум-пурум-пум-пум. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух, оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он толстеть не станет, а ведь